I do know what good looks like. I don't know anything about nursing. I couldn't do the jobs that you do. I don't have the patience, the tolerance, the wherewithal, probably the empathy or anything else. But I do stand behind, if it's not good enough for me and mine, it's just not good enough.
The value of today for me has been really seeing how staff of Sirona are embracing the whole notion of good, kind, compassionate care. Everybody, I think, in the room wanted to do a fantastic job and began to see that actually it's not difficult by us all working together, pulling together, thinking differently. We can look after people as we'd want to be looked after ourselves.
A day like today, I think, can reinforce our belief in ourselves, our belief in the service that we give, and help us continuously improve the quality of our offering.
We set out today we just wanted to start a conversation about what was important, what does good look like, not the kind of what it says on bits of paper, but what does good feel like, I think, for me. And I think the value for me is that people have shared their personal experiences, their family experiences, and that message about take it personally, that's what's come out from today, because people have taken it personally, and you can see that in the way that they're talking, and I think it both strengthens that message, but it also helped us to ground it in what does it mean, because it's hard to do. So there were bits when you looked around that there were kind of people there were some tear-jerking bits, and that's really important because it needs to touch people, because if it doesn't, then what is the point? The other thing I think is that it's opened all of our eyes to what's possible. I thought the kind of sense of what the sort of star model can bring with it. Yes, of course it has limitations, but you also saw people thinking, I can use it for this, I can use it for this completely different thing, we can use it with staff. What would it look like if we were using it with dementia? And I think just that creativity that had sprung out of that was fabulous. And then the other real take-home for me was around the session with Colin, and people's excitement about how you make a connection and how quickly you can do that, and the kind of whole untapped resources that are available to us and how exciting that could be, not just for people with dementia, but think how boring it is on a ward. One person with a computer can completely change the day. How fabulous is that for staff and for service users? So for me, it was just an exciting day.
I'd just like to stand in front of me and get your hand out. That's lovely. So let's just hold it there. Let's just hold it still. And there we go. And let's let the bus fighters land in your hands. Would you like to go visit, say, a house where you used to be when you were a little boy? Yeah. Okay. So give me the address. Last week there was a gentleman who said, "Oh, that's lovely. Is my friend in up the road?" So we go with it. So literally went up the road and he kept giving us directions. We don't go back to the map. We just literally walk up the road and he says, "Take the next left." And so we do this and we end up visiting his friend's house. I mean, he'll never really get there again, but he has just been there again, and it's wonderful. Now here's masterpiece.
In terms of what good looks like, I think the words that have been used throughout the day have kind of embodied what that would look like. Compassion, using the words love, how you treat one another as individuals, as staff, and with your service users is really important. And to me, that's what good looks like.
I think good has some striking features. It is when you own a problem, you lead the solution, you work collegiately in the favour of the patient, in the favour of the customer, so that what they need gets delivered, and that's what you celebrate as success.
The first thing that I would like to say on good is that we are professionals. Trust in ourselves. The service that you give, that you feel happy of and that you're proud of, will be good, particularly if it's good enough for you and your friends and your family. It won't always be easy, but good, you know what good is because you're a professional and because you're committed.
One of the things we started off when we looked at it today was we were going to moulded around what good looks like. And I think we've seen with some of the presentations, we've moved on to the next stage. We're not that interested in good, we're interested in brilliant.